Hi, today we have an energizing Pilates workout. So you'll need your mat and your weights handy, and we'll get started. So standing on your mat with your legs wider than your hips, reach your arms up and overhead, nice big inhale. And then exhale, release your arms down by your side. So just focusing on your breath here. Nice big inhale, reaching your arms overhead, and then exhale to release back down. One more, nice big inhale. Exhale to release your arms, reaching all the way down. Now just take one arm, reach it up and overhead, nice big side stretch. So bending from your waistline, you're finding that lengthening action through your side body. And then lift all the way back up. Same thing now on the other side, reaching up and over. And release to lift all the way back up. Now keeping your legs where they are, lower down into a squat. You can take your hands into prayer and then extend your arms back. I'm keeping my palms facing in towards my body. So my palms are facing in towards my thighs, just lowering down and then lifting back up. Trying to focus on placing your weight equal between both of your legs here as you lower and lift. Again, down and up. Think about engaging your glutes slightly as you lift on up, so that way you're activating them without going into your low back here. And press. Grow nice and tall through the crown of your head. You have 3 more. Lower and lift. 2. 1 more here, and now sit low in your squat. Hold it here, keeping your chest open, little pulses. So you're lowering down an inch and up an inch, keeping the arches of your feet lifted, pressing down through your big toe, second toe, and heel. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your arms up and overhead and release your arms back down. So now find that Pilates V. So heels together, your feet are a couple inches apart to make that Pilates V shape. Bend your knees a little bit and then extend your leg out to the side. So you're going into a little bit of that plie squat here, extending your leg and then sweep it back. So I'm keeping my heel lifted. You can also point through your toe if that feels better, it's up to you. So you're taking your leg out to the side and then back here. You can reach your arms out and then bring them back into prayer. Nice big inhale and exhale. So you wanna feel the strength through that supporting leg. So that way you're really working through the front of your thigh into your quad muscle here. Nice big inhale and exhale. So as you take your leg back, if you're keeping that heel lifted with the ball of your foot making contact with the floor, you're gonna shift your weight back slightly with it. Again, nice big inhale and exhale. 4 more here. 3, 2, last one. Now take your leg out to the side. Hold your arms out to the sides and then bring them down so you can round them slightly. Lift your leg as you lift your arms and lower. So you're going to work through the side of your glute into your hip here, working on stabilizing through both of your legs. Keep growing nice and tall through the crown of your head. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet together back into that Pilates V. Little bend through your knees and then lift to straighten. Now opposite side, extending through your leg here, bending through your knee. Be careful that you're not taking your knee too far forward and pushing your hip forward. You want to keep that alignment nice and strong. So hip is right over that ankle here. Reaching your arms out to the sides, and then you can take it back into prayer. You can also lower down onto the ball of your foot, or you can extend through and find that pointed foot there. Again, reaching out and back. Nice big inhale and exhale. So as you take your leg back and around, think of it as you're drawing an arc with your big toe. So that way you get a little bit of that circular movement at the same time here. And press. Nice big inhale and exhale. Feeling that strength through your supporting leg. 3 more. 3. Press. 2. 1 more here. And now take your leg out to the side. Reach your arms down to start. Lift your leg, lift your arms at the same time, and lower. Lift and lower. Finding the strength through the side of your hip as you lift your leg. Keeping your leg lengthened by engaging through the front of your thigh, so that way your knee is not bending. 3 more here. 3, 2, 1. Now go back into that plie squat. A little bend and then extend. Reaching your arms overhead and then back down. You can look up towards the ceiling and then release back down. You have 4 more here. 1 more. Reaching up and then release back down. Turn to face the side and walk towards the front edge of your mat. Legs are underneath your hips. Nice big inhale, reach up and overhead. Exhale to release. You can roll it down. Think 1 vertebrae at a time. Or you can bend your knees and walk your hands down your thighs. It's up to you. Once your hands make contact with the mat, bend your knees a little bit if that helps you make contact, or if it just feels a little bit more comfortable. So you find that length through your spine here. Just relaxing into this forward fold. Keep lifting your hips up high, bending your body in half, releasing your head, releasing your neck. Placing your hands down on the mat, walk your feet back into a downward dog position. So your hips are going to stay lifted. Hollow out your belly. Think belly button to spine here. Finding that lift, finding that strength. Just letting your heels press down towards the mat. You can start to pedal out your feet so you can bend through one knee and then switch to do the other side. Using your breath to help you with this movement. Couple more here. And then you can lower it down onto your knees to find that nice all-4 position. So shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Going into cat-cow next. Rounding through your spine. And then lengthening nice and long to find that extension. Just being nice and gentle with this movement. So that way you're connecting your upper and lower body together. And lengthen. Also feel free to go into as little or as much flexion and extension as you like. Really listen to your body and make sure that you're moving in a way that's gentle, where it helps you create that flexibility and that strength without putting any pressure through your joints here. One more each direction. So I think rounding through that spine, finding that nice arc, and then releasing to extend. And then you can come back into that neutral position here. So now just taking one hand behind your head, you're gonna bend and you're gonna rotate. So you're looking towards your opposite shoulder and then opening up your chest to find that nice rotation through your spine. You can bend your elbow a little bit with this. So your opposite elbow bends and then you're gonna extend through your arm as you open up your chest. Nice big inhale. And exhale, 2 more here. Just moving naturally, so you're not trying to force this movement at all. Lift to press, and then release your hand back down. We have the same thing now, but on the opposite side. So hand goes behind your head, press away from the mat. Rotate, look over your shoulder, bend your elbow at the same time, and then rotate to open up your chest. Find that nice expansion through your chest. Again, nice big inhale and exhale. Two more here. Last one. And release back down. So now grabbing one of your weights, placing it out to the side, lower it down onto your forearm. So you're opening up your chest, hips are still over your knees. Extend your leg out to that corner edge of your mat. Keeping your chest open, lift and lower your leg here. So finding the strength through your hip and through your leg as you lift it up and then lower it back down. Keep thinking belly bend to spine and press. You have two more here. On this last one, hold it up. Keep pressing away from the mat, little pulses with your leg. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your leg on in, keeping your leg bent. So keeping that 90-degree position, lift your leg out to the side and back down. So think kind of fire hydrant pose here. Knee stays in line with your ankle the whole time. Keep pressing away from the mat with that forearm, making sure that your opposite hip isn't pushing away. You want to keep that hip right over your knee the entire time. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. So now going into a little bit more of like a clamshell position. Open your knee so your big toes almost touch, and then extend your leg, bend and lower it down. So it's open, extend, bend, and lower. You'll really start to feel that burn through your tush on this one. If you need to take a break and then hop back in when you're ready, you're more than welcome to do that. And lower. 4 more here. And lower. 3, press. 2, 1 more. Now keep your leg extended. Take it over to that diagonal corner. Think rainbow lift. So lifting your leg up and around to that opposite diagonal, and then take it over to the other side again. Nice big inhale and exhale. And press. Keep thinking belly bend to spine here. Really working your tush, working those lower legs. 3 more. 3. And reach. You got this. 2 more. And lift. 1 more here. Reach. And take it back over to that diagonal. Good. Bring it all the way back in. Separate your knees. Sit back on your heels, reaching into that nice strong child's pose position. Nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Couple more breaths here. And then you can roll it all back, all the way back up, coming back onto all fours. Keep pressing away from the mat. Now lower down to your forearm again. Extend your leg out to that corner edge of your mat and just hold it here. So same setup with your upper and lower body, but now grab that weight in your hand. So think half hug a tree, opening your arm and lower back down. Keep pressing away from the mat with that opposite arm here. Feeling the strength through your back and your shoulders. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now punch to extend your arm up towards the ceiling and bring it back down on the mat. Nice big exhale as you reach up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Keep finding that length through your spine here. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, hold at the top. Lengthen through your arm, lift your leg up. So you're gonna bend through your elbow and your knee, and then extend. Nice big inhale and exhale. When you're working through the same arm and leg, it's a little bit more of a balance challenge, so you can always just do the upper body or the lower body here. 5 more. 5, press, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release all the way back down. Nice work. So placing your hands down on the mat, tuck your toes, lift your hips back up into that downward dog position, finding that nice resting pose here. You can pedal through your knees if that feels good, so you get a deeper stretch through one calf, and then you can switch to do the other side. And now just let your heels gently glide down towards the mat. Keep lifting your hips up nice and high. And then lower back down again. So now we have this same series just on the opposite side. Make sure that that weight travels with you. So starting out with our setup where you're on your forearm, hips over your knees, extend your leg out to that diagonal. So now just starting with the leg lift, lifting it up and down. You're working through your hip, you're working through your glute here. Lift and lower. And press. Keeping that chest nice and open. You have 3, 2, hold it up at the top for little pulses, little presses. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee on in. Now you have that fire hydrant lift. So lifting your knee out to the side and back down. Ankle is in line with your knee. You're keeping that 90-degree position here as you lift and lower. And press and lower. Finding the strength in your hips. 3 more here. 2. Last one, and bring it all the way in. So now opening up to that clamshell position, keeping your big toes in line but separated. Extend your leg, bend, and lower. This is where you're gonna feel that nice deep burn through your hip. It's a good sensation because it means you're strengthening through your hips, keeping them strong so you stay connected and balanced through your lower body here. 5 more. 5, reach and lower. You got this. 3 more, reach. 2, and lengthen. Last one. And bring it all the way back in. Now extending your leg out to that diagonal again, lifting it on up and over to the opposite diagonal, and then lifting it up and over again. So that way you're finding that nice arc, creating that nice lift shape. So it's like a horseshoe or a rainbow shape here. And press. And reach. And take it across. 5 more here. 4. Keep thinking belly button to spine slightly. Let's go for 1 more. You got this. Reach and take it back to center. Release back down. You can separate your knees. Reach back into child's pose. So that way you get a release through that upper body. You can turn your head from side to side slightly to release any tension. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Couple more. Last one. And then come back onto all fours. Press away from the mat. Lower down onto your forearm again. Weight's handy, you're gonna hold on to it. Extend your leg out towards that diagonal. So working through our upper body here, keep pressing away from the mat. Taking your arm out to the side in that half hug a tree, and then lower back down. Nice big exhale. And press. You're strengthening through the back of your arms and through your back here. Again, reach and lower. Controlling your arm as you lower it back down. One more. And now punch up towards the ceiling. Reach and extend your arm and lower back down. Keeping your chest open and keeping that shoulder over your elbow. And again, reach and lower. 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, hold at the top. So you can just do the arm, you can just do the leg if you'd like, lifting your leg up, bending through your knee and your elbow, and then extend. Nice big inhale and exhale. So you can also lower that leg down and just reach through the arm, so that's always an option. Or you can just do the leg here. 3 more. 3, press, 2, and 1. Release your weight back down onto the mat. And now you can turn to face the opposite side. So now grabbing both of your weights, take them towards the back edge of your mat. So we're gonna lie down next. So lying down on your mat, keeping your knees bent, grab your weights now. So you're reaching to grab your weights and extend your arms up towards the ceiling, and just lower your weights down towards the mat and then lift them back up. So you want to use control with this movement, keeping a nice neutral spine here. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. You want to feel those shoulder blades connect onto the mat and then lift on up and press. And reach. 3 more here, and then we're gonna add a bridge at the same time. So on this next one, as you lower your arms, lift your hips up at the same time, and then lower back down. Nice exhale as you lift and lower. And again, press and lower. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keeping your arms up towards the ceiling, round through your elbows like in hug a tree, taking your arms out to the sides and back in. Keeping that neutral spine here. Nice big inhale and exhale. You can keep your legs where they are, so feet are on the mat. Or if you'd like, you can take one leg into tabletop or both legs into tabletop here. If you want a little bit more of a challenge as you take your arms out, extend your legs out to 45 degrees and then bring them back in. So your lower abdominals will get a little bit more of a challenge as you reach and extend, and then you pull everything back into center. And press. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way back in. Now just place one weight on the mat. Extend your opposite arm up towards the ceiling. And now take your leg up towards the ceiling. So opposite arm and leg here. Reach your weight back and take your leg away from the center of your body and then lift back up. Nice big inhale and exhale. So you really want to think about that diagonal connection of opposite shoulder and hip working together. Nice big inhale, exhale to lift, keeping your head down on the mat, really focusing on maintaining that neutral spine here. Again, reaching back and lift. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and now let's switch it out. So taking that weight into that opposite arm, extending your leg up towards the ceiling to start, lower down, and then lift. So you'll really need to focus on the control of taking your arm back, so that way the weight doesn't just sweep your arm back towards your head and towards the mat here. So finding the strength in your shoulder, finding the strength in your hips. So being careful not to lift your cheek up. You want to keep your hips nice and level. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, and then you can release it back down. So placing the weights out to the sides, reaching your arms back by your ears, nice big inhale. You can either keep your legs bent or you can extend your legs for your roll up, rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. Sitting up nice and tall, nice big inhale. Reach your arms up and overhead, and then exhale to release your arms back down. So now going into a little bit of an ab challenge. You can sit up nice and tall. Start by keeping your heels lifted, keeping that chest nice and open. See if you can just take one leg up and hold it here. So your hip flexors may be on fire a little bit. If that's the case, you can alternate your legs right and left. So that way you're just focusing on engaging through your lower abdominals, not putting any stress through your low back, through your spine here. You can also take up one leg and then the opposite leg and hold it here. So sitting up tall on your sits bones, finding that length in your spine. Think half teaser. You can also extend through one leg and hold, or you can take both legs and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your feet back down. Reach your arms up and overhead. Nice big inhale. Exhale to release. Bring your arms right in line with your shoulders. Roll it down one more time, curling that pelvis under, rolling all the way back down, reaching your arms back up by your ears. Now just extend one leg up towards the ceiling, flexing your foot so you get that nice stretch through the back of your leg into your hamstring. One more breath. And release back down. Same thing now, but on the opposite side, extending your leg, flexing your foot. You can always take your hands behind your thigh if that feels a little bit better on your shoulders. And release back down. So now reaching your arms back up by your ears again, rolling up one last time. You can extend your legs if you'd like, tucking your chin, peeling it on up. Think one vertebrae at a time, sweeping those arms up and overhead. And now flex your feet. You can always bend your knees, fold over to get that nice stretch through your low back. Be careful. Sometimes rounding feels really nice. But if you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, it's actually better to find that neutral spinal position as you lean forward. So keeping the chest open, finding the length through the crown of your head. And then you can always hold on to the outsides of your feet, your shins, your thighs. Finding that nice stretch through the back of your legs here. One more breath. And then bringing your legs underneath your hips, walk your hands forward into that forward fold, lifting your hips up high. Bend your knees a little bit, and you can either roll it up or walk your hands up your thighs in that neutral spinal position. Reach those arms up and overhead, and then exhale to release all the way down. And you are all finished. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.